It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I went to Tesco's recently and come across a beer called Heptagon. It's a double dry hopped IPA. It's 7% ABV by North Brewing Company. We'll talk about North in a moment because they've had an interesting 2024 have North, which kind of started in 2023, I think. But I picked this beer up in Tesco. More to the point, I picked it up in Tesco. Yes, it was Tesco. I get mixed up with the supermarkets these days. It was Tesco's and it cost me £3.50 a can. For me, North produce some of the best craft beer in the supermarkets. I know I've had my ups and downs in probably, I think it was the back end of 2022, maybe the summer of 2022, where I reviewed a couple of beers from North in the supermarkets. They were IPAs, and I was like, no, didn't like it. It had that fruits. It for me, on a personal level, it definitely had that kind of like fruit concentrate kind of direction to it, which caused a bit of controversy actually, because there was some people who agreed with me and they were like, the beer's changed, and then there was some who were like, no, the beer's not changed, it's you. Now that's fine, because everybody has a different opinion. Everybody has a different opinion. But I would say the couple of blips that they had, I would say, in 2022 are behind them. They're now owned by another company. They're actually owned by Kirkstall Brewery now. Again, we'll talk about all of those things in a moment. But I'm hoping for a really good beer here. I'm hoping for a really, really fantastic beer. So beer pouring out into the glass. It's got a 2-finger white head. I say white, it's ivory. It's an ivory head. Nice levels of carbonation in the glass. It's a kind of foamy, pillowy type head that seems to be dissipating away a little bit. Hazy, straw coloured, looks very, very good. Look at that. So let's get the aroma. Oh, this is good. Really, really good. Big tropical thunderstorm of a beer. Passion fruit and mango. Grapefruit, orange peel. Fleshy blood orange. I'm able now to get on with and not understand, but what's the word? I'm able to tolerate, that's the word. I'm able to tolerate the passion fruit and the mango a lot more these days than I used to be able to do, because I don't drink too many of these beers anymore. For me, IPA is a beer that I picked this up myself in Tesco. I seen it, I thought, North are a great brewery, I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to try it, give it a go. I'm not a massive fan of passion fruit and mango in beer. I find it too overpowering. I find it too in your face with a beer, and a lot of breweries added a lot of passion fruit and mango to their beers, of course, in the years 21, 22, 23, probably 2024 too. It's something which all become very samey for me. Let's get in. That's good. It's good. I don't believe it's the best beer North have ever produced, but it's still a decent beer. £3.50 a can, 7% ABV. There is quite a lot of mango and passion fruit. I can tell you right now, if I was reviewing this beer 2 years ago, I'd be downright furious. I'd be like, but what I've done, so back in 2022, I was reviewing a lot of this beer. I was reviewing a lot of these passion fruit mango IPAs, double dry hopped, New England style IPAs. And quite frankly, there was so much of it about back then, and I was reviewing so much of it, I just got really bored. I think a lot of it was probably myself, and in the fact that I was reviewing this style, and one after another and another and another. I just got bored of it. I just got bored of drinking passion fruit mango New England IPA. I just like, do I have to ever review another one in my life was a question I think I asked myself in probably 2023. I was that bored by the style. So what you do then, you find something else to interest you, don't you? So I found lager, I drank a lot of stouts, a lot of I went back to drinking a lot of traditional British bitters like this, for example, just to get away from drinking New England IPA. So I suppose the benefit of all of this is that because I've pulled myself away from that corner of the market, if you like, I'm able to appreciate it a little bit more now, and appreciate it I am. It's rich, it's slightly sweet for my palate. There's not enough bitterness there, but that's New England IPA. That's the style of beer. It's supposed to be like that. Passion fruit mango, bit of grapefruit, bit of orange peel, medium mouthfeel, oaty, creamy, rich mouthfeel in there. Yeah, and I'm going to rate it, and I'm going to finish my story with the whole North thing, because I just like to cover this story, because it finished on a high note. It finished on quite a friendly basis, actually. This beer, let's rate it. Heptagon, 7% ABV, hides the alcohol very well, bit too sweet for me. Nectar on hops deliver juicy tropical fruits in this hazy and hop forward IPA. It's a bit passion fruit, it's a bit mango. It's got some oats in there to offer a rich creaminess. If you like New England IPA, and if you're still loving New England IPA and you buy and drink supermarket beer, this'll tick a lot of boxes for you. It really will. It's for me a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10. Which brings me to my story with North. So of course, I was like, I've had enough of this in 2022. I think the North beer that I reviewed at the time, I think it was in a yellowish can. I can't remember the name of the beer now. I think the elastic snapped. I think it was just one too many of those passion fruit and mango IPAs, and I think I just lost it. I think I just completely went, I've had enough of this on a review, and I was like, this is just unacceptable. The quality's gone and blah. And of course, there's a bit of bad feeling then, isn't there, between the people who like North Brewing Company, the people from North Brewing Company. But it ended on a high. In fact, last year we reviewed their advent calendar, their beer advent calendar in 2023, before they announced, unfortunately, that they had some financial issues, and they were, but what I'm trying to say is, whilst they were still an independent company, There was a lot of messages flying back and forth. It was all very friendly and it was all very nice at the end. Since then, a company called Kirkstall Brewery in Leeds have bought this company, North Brewing Company, and are producing their IPAs for them now, and their different styles of beer. I'd like to see a really good lager from North. I'd like to see a really good lager from North that hits Tesco or another supermarket. I still feel that this sort of New England IPA is quite saturated in the market. I look these days, if I want some excitement from IPA, to drink a West Coast IPA with some punching bitterness. But thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.